Welcome, Chef.
Thank you, Chef.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Weekly specials. We have a cheese plate. We are going to be looking at a red Leicester from Spark and Hope Farm. It's an English cheddar. We have an 18-month Gouda. And that's from Grockton Dairy, Gracchten. It's from outside Amsterdam.
Okay.
We have a cave-aged Manchego. That's from Gaudi Farms, Gaudi. And that is a local cheese that is prepared by monks outside Barcelona. And again, it's cave aged. Okay, and then we'll be featuring a local dairy. This is Dandelion Farms.
Okay.
They've supplied us this week with a queso fresco.
Okay.
We have an espresso enrobed white cheddar.
Okay.
And we have a smoked Gruyere. All Dandelion Farms, all local.
Wonderful.
Okay, and then we have Happy Flour this week had some great loaves and flatbreads.
Okay.
So we were able to procure those. We have a rustic wheat sourdough. We have a 9-grain and seed bread. And that's what's going to be offered. And then they also supplied us with some of their banana nut cake just for us. I've got a couple of loaves for front of house for you to be able to share when you do your presentation today.
Thank you.
Okay. I bought a share in a local orchards crop this year. So we're going to have some nice apples over the next few months. That I think will work very well. They also have beehives on site. So we'll get some apple blossom honey that'll be very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited for that. I'm also trying a new bacon vendor this week.
Okay.
I think we're fine with what we've got, but they reached out and they have a product that seemed worth trying, so I'm going to give it a try.
Sure.
Okay, so let's see. So in addition to the 5 cheese plate, we're also going to do a really deluxe appetizer board. So we'll do the 5 cheeses. We'll add to that salami and prosciutto,
Okay.
almonds and cashews,
Okay.
and then we'll have Castelvetrano olives.
Okay.
We'll have toast points and creme fraiche. We're going to do some local black grapes.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have our house-made pickles.
Okay.
We'll have apple slices from that new crop.
Okay.
And then we'll finish that off with candied bacon.
Awesome.
And that's going to serve 2 to 4.
Okay. 2 to 4.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we talked about the bread presentation. So what it'll be for them is it'll be that rustic wheat sourdough and the grain and seed bread. We're going to present that with a whipped camembert butter with fresh garden vegetables. And then we're going to do a honey butter with that.
Okay.
And I have that for us to try. We'll get to try several aspects of that. Okay. Okay, for soup this week, we're going to add a 5-onion soup. That'll be white, yellow. green, Vidalia, and pearl. And that'll have the rustic wheat sourdough croton, and that'll be topped with Gruyere and Romano.
Excellent.
Thank you, chef. And then we're going to feature a margarita flatbread.
Okay.
We'll have that with garden tomatoes.
Okay.
We'll have garden basil. That's a Genovese.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do a fresh mozzarella and a grana padano.
Okay.
And then rounding out the starters, we'll have a tart flambé de Alsace.
Okay.
And that'll be with creme fraiche. It'll be yellow onions sauteed in local sweet cream butter. We'll have bacon lardons, prosciutto, I'm going to do it with herbs de Provence, and it's going to have a drizzle of white truffle oil.
Okay.
So that's what we've got for starters. Let's go ahead and talk through ingredients for the week.
Okay.
I understand that you have our garden vegetable. Are you able to go through what the garden veggies are this week?
Yes. So I have an abundance of tomatoes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And these are a perfect balance with acidity. They're very good for fresh slicing, but they're also very versatile for gourmet dishes if you cook it down. I have an abundance of these, which would be perfect.
Okay, yeah, and that'll work really well in the margarita pizza. We'll make good use of that.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we give that a try?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, let's see what we've got here. Chef?
Thank you, Chef.
That's lovely. Very nicely done.
Thank you.
Such a nice fleshy tomato. I love that.
They hold on to a lot of moisture, so you can use them in a lot of different dishes.
It's beautiful.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, I think that'll work quite well. What else do we have?
So miniature poblanos, and these are a little bit, they're just as hot as most of the poblanos when they start to blush like this, but they have a little bit more sweetness than a traditional poblano.
Sure.
Some of the larger ones. These can be a little bit spicy though, so
Gotcha.
use them
Thoughtfully.
thoughtfully. Correct.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chef? Beautiful. I love that.
They have that kick to them, but they're more sweet.
Yeah, no, such a nice flavor. It really has a lot of flavor density in it. Yeah, and I have an idea for where we'll go with that. Yeah, no, absolutely. What else do we have?
And in contrast, so that's when it's blushing and it has a little bit more of that sweetness.
Sure.
But if you get them just a little bit earlier, they're a little bit crisper.
Sure.
Still just as hot.
Let's take a look. Chef? It's lovely as well. Not quite as flavor dense, but it's still going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel pretty sure I know what I'm going to do with those.
It's a little more grassy than the other one.
Yes, I find that that's so.
And then some of my favorites here. We have a sweet sunrise, and the color by
Yeah.
itself is just wonderful. It has a couple of citrus notes to it. So
Nice.
aside from it being very vibrant in its color, it's also very, very flavorful.
That's lovely. Absolutely. Chef?
Thank you.
Love it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Has
Absolutely
like an orange
beautiful.
taste to it.
Yeah, no, I adore that. Yeah, there's so much. You know what? We'll put that when we do the bread
I
presentation.
was just thinking.
Yeah, we're gonna do that in the garden veggies in the camembert butter. Yeah, no, I love that. What else do we have?
Conventional banana pepper,
Mm-hmm.
but right when they're blushing is the absolute perfect time for them.
Yeah, no, that's a great color you achieved on that one. That's lovely. Let's take a look at that. Chef.
Thank you, Chef.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Very familiar flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and what else do we have this week?
So I have these little guys, Murasakis,
Oh,
that
yes.
I have so many of these, and they have very small seeds. They're very, very sweet, no heat whatsoever, very, very fruity.
You've got a lovely color going with that one.
Sure do. And they start out
Absolutely.
purple,
Oh,
and
yes,
when they
yes.
turn red, they are their sweetest.
It's a
If
great
you're
pepper.
looking for something with a little bit less sweet, you pick them earlier.
I see. Chef?
Thank you. It's like a sherry.
It's so flavorful.
Mhm.
That's going to go into the bread presentation as well. That's beautiful.
Agreed.
Love that. And it looks like we have a cherry tomato.
Cherry tomato, yes, and those are blushed tomatoes, so they're very crunchy,
Sure.
but they're very low acidity, good for slicing, good for just a mild topper.
Yeah. You know what I think we'll do? I have a petite sirloin coming this week. We could do the sliced cherry tomatoes in a truffle oil, maybe. Chef?
And they work very nice as like decoration.
Yes, yes, I agree. Beautiful. Love it.
Mild, but exactly what it's good for.
Yeah, and still with a very kind of a robust flavor palette.
Yes.
That's lovely.
And then seasonal favorite.
Yep.
The hatch pepper.
Indeed. Let's take a look here. That one's achieved a really nice color to it. We'll roast these, I'm assuming.
Yes, and they can be a little bit spicy, so be intentional with it.
Indeed, Chef. Well played. Chef?
Thank you, Chef.
Beautiful.
That one, thankfully, is a mild one.
That's delicious. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Fine, fine harvest this week. Well done. Okay, should we go ahead and try that Julie's Orchard apple?
Yes, please.
Chef?
Thank you, Chef.
It's very moisture dense. It's got a good crisp texture. I like the balance of sweet and tart there. That's going to be really
Perfect.
nice.
I could just sit here and eat this the entire time. That's a winner for sure.
Mm-hmm.
How about the honey?
So that's Julie's orchard as well. Shall we try it?
Yes, please.
So that's an apple blossom honey. And after you, chef.
Thank you.
That is transcendent. I adore that. Oh, that's lovely. I absolutely cannot get enough of that. Shall we take a look at the bread plate?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, this is going to be a honey butter, and then we have the whipped camembert butter.
Okay.
Shall we go ahead and spread on that?
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you, chef.
Thank you.
Would you like for me to serve you?
Yes, please.
What would you care for?
We'll start with what's on the top.
Very well. We'll do. This is the
Sourdough.
Yeah. This is the rustic salad. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that beautiful? It's got that good, strong structure like a sourdough should. Very open. I'll let you serve the spread that you'd like.
This is the honey butter.
It is. And that's from the Julie's Farm honey.
Very pleasant.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. I'm going to try the grain and seed bread here. This is a 9 grain and seed bread. A little denser in its structure, but it'll have some nice texture. The seeds, I think, provide something nice there. I'm going to try that with the whipped camembert.
I'm going to try some of the whipped camembert on my sourdough here.
That's perfection.
It has a nice chew to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, would you care for the grain and seed bread?
Yes, please.
Chef?
Thank you. I'll try this with some camembert.
Very excited to try this sourdough.
I like the texture of that seed bread.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. Well, let's go back to notes here. So we talked about starters. Drink specials this week. I've got a dragon fruit orangeade coming. And that'll be with Grand Marnier. We're going to offer a white chocolate hazelnut mudslide. Sangria for the week, we're going to do blackberry and plum.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got some lovely plums this week. And with that in mind, we'll offer a plum sage iced tea. And then also for non-alcoholic, we're going to offer a sparkling pear cider.
Okay.
We'll want to make sure we're distinguishing that from its alcoholic cousin. Okay, and for means, we have got, so here's the thing that I think is going to sell out this week.
Okay.
This is street tacos. And we have it 3 ways. The one that we're most prepared for is a flash seared ribeye and top round carne asada. we have flash seared it in bacon drippings. And then what we've done is we've taken a puree of roasted tomatoes, roasted peppers, butter, fresh garlic, different seasonings, things like that. And then we have simmered the flash seared carne asada in that. It's chopped almost to a mince. So you get the blend of, you know, kind of the high points of both of those. You get the kind of like lean loveliness of the top round with the kind of marbling of the ribeye. The flavor, we're going to be able to try it in a minute.
The flavor from the bacon.
What's that?
The flavor from the bacon.
It picks up some of that. You really get the garlic coming through. The garlic is the top note on that one. It's beautiful. We're going to serve that with a local crema mexicana. It's going to have minced garlic chives and cilantro, minced Vidalia onion, and then it'll be served with angel hair cabbage salad in a pineapple tequila vinaigrette. We are going to serve that. We're going to use your poblanos. We're going to serve it alongside a baby poblano relleno. That'll be featuring Oaxaca cheese. And it'll be fried in panko breadcrumbs with black truffle oil. That, I think, is going to be our winner. We are also going to have options on that for a chicken verde. So it's going to be the same kind of idea. It's going to be seared. And then that one, we're going to do your roasted hatch chilies. We are going to do the fresh garlic, local butter, and then, you know, herb seasoning and whatnot. So that'll be the chicken verde. And then the third offering is going to be baby bellas. And those will just be simply sauteed. You'll do kind of like a butter and white wine sauce for that. Those turned out really lovely as well. So we've got everybody covered there. We've got a beef option, we've got a chicken option, we've got a vegetarian. That one, if we were to hold the crema mexicana, that one would be vegan. So we can offer it that way as well. It's vegetarian with the crema mexicana in, vegan with it out. So I think we've got everybody covered there. Okay, and then we've got a 6-ounce petite sirloin. That's going to be topped with oyster mushrooms. And we're going to do that in the butter and white wine sauce. That'll be served with a mashed cauliflower. And that'll feature roasted garlic and thyme. And then that'll have local asparagus. And then finishing up the mains here, we have a stuffed portobello cap. We're going to do that with a butter case. It's going to have bacon lardon. It'll have fresh herbs. And we're going to do your garden tomatoes. Those will be diced.
Beautiful.
I think that'll be a nice offering. And then we're going to do a mesquite smoked chicken breast. That'll have a mango chutney. We're going to serve that with a baby herb salad. And it'll have a petite corn cake. Dessert. We're going to have a custard. That'll be topped with a lemon blueberry compote. We're going to have a tarte aux pommes. That'll be with the local apples. There'll be a tiramisu. So the feature in among that is going to be the local tarte aux pommes. And then the real feature is going to be the chocolate ganache cake. That's going to be a 40-layer cake. Yeah. Yeah, and that one, like, will probably be at something like 22 a slice on that. I still need to do the math on it, but it won't come cheap, but it will be worth it. Chef, let's go ahead and try those taco offerings, and then we can circle back to some of those starters as well.
Okay.
So for our taco offerings, we have, this is the top round and ribeye. Okay. We have the chicken verde. There's the baby bella, and here's some of that new bacon if you'd like to try that as well.
Absolutely.
I'll leave that to you.
Thank you.
Be interested in your thoughts on that.
Very rich, very salty, very gratifying.
It's got a good smoke to it, I think. Do you find that?
And I like the way that it has been cooked where it's not overly crunchy and nor is it chewy.
Thank you, Chef.
Now this is that sirloin.
That one is the top round and ribeye.
Top round.
Yeah, the sirloin is going to be its own separate standalone offering this week. Yeah, I think that one's going to sell quite well. I would really push that. We've got ample supply of that one. You know, if you're finding that it's to your liking, we can absolutely push that. The second bite says it all.
Putting ribeye and carne asadas.
Yeah, I think it worked quite well. That's the chicken verde. So that's going to be the second iteration of the street taco.
A little bit brighter, and I can see where the peppers will complement that quite nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, that chicken, you've got those roasted hatch chilies. You've got some triple sec in there, actually. You've got lime juice. It's just very kind of bright and cheerful.
Yeah.
What do we think of the mushroom, the baby bella?
It's very meaty for a mushroom. I definitely think that there could be some other additions to spice it up. If you were to implement a hot sauce to it or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll be able to offer it with something to kind of perk it up. It's not meant to be, you know, super interesting on its own. I'm glad the bacon is to your liking. Thank you, Chef. Thank you. Yeah, and the grill is going to be able to keep those just cycling all night. They'll be firing continuously, I suspect. Yeah, I love that. That's got those peppers that you brought in. Those were, was that Mad Hatter pepper or what was that?
Yes, those were the Mad Hatter and the bonnet peppers.
Lovely addition to that. Well done.
Sometimes they bite you back.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's try that mushroom. Yeah, and to your point, you know, that's going to be a note in a symphony as opposed to a standalone. But yeah, no, I think that turned out quite nicely. I'm going to try that bacon.
Let's not waste the bacon.
Indeed. It's very efficient of you. Okay, and while we're tasting, do you want to go ahead and try the starters as well?
Yes, please.
Okay. so this is our margarita flatbread, and that again, that's the Happy Flower flatbread. It's nice.
I love the basil in that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's your basil, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's lovely. So we'll have, that'll be one of the flatbread offerings. We have the Alsace tart that'll, kind of be a similar idea. On that kind of deluxe cheese board, we'll have the house-made pickles. You know those. Do you want to give one a try?
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves those.
Mm-hmm. It's just simple, straightforward. Get you kind of a nice vinegar note. Okay, and then we got some really lovely local black grapes. Would you care to try that?
Yes, please.
Mm.
Nice snap to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it'll be a nice way to kind of differentiate between the cheeses as you're trying those. Okay. And then, so this is the manchego. Would you care to try that?
Thank you.
I adore that.
It's lovely.
It's a good one to sell too because it has a story. The cave aged by monks outside of Barcelona, and very traditional.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the same also with the red luster. A lot of tradition there. You just break that off. It's very crumbly. Isn't that lovely? The texture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's delightful. that's the local smoked Gruyere. You know that one from last week.
Yes.
Glad to see that it met with your approval.
Looking forward to coming back to it. There's your piece.
Thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Such a good flavor. It's a lovely, satisfying texture.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of feels good in the belly. All that.
It's comforting.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
And that's the Dandelion Farms. So here is this is an aged white cheddar,
mm-hmm.
and it's enrobed in, this is espresso grinds. Please feel welcome.
Interesting.
Oh. And again, all local. Great texture to that one too.
It's very surprising.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have imagined espresso pairing so well with
It is an interesting pairing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It grounds it.
Uh-huh.
Literally.
That's lovely.
The grounds are grounding.
Mm.
And then we have their queso fresco. Nice texture there too.
Mm-hmm.
Very high moisture.
Breaks apart.
Yes, absolutely. That's another one that's just very satisfying. Mm.
I still love my espresso cheese.
It's super mild. You almost get the flavor of like a cottage cheese with that. It's lovely. Well, which is not surprising that in essence is, on the lines of a cottage cheese. Okay, And then lastly, this is our 18-month Gouda. Chef.
Thank you, chef.
And that's Dutch.
Perfect example of what a Gouda should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we want to make sure with the clients that they're understanding that this isn't a young Gouda, this is an aged Gouda. So it's going to have more pungency, definitely stronger in flavor. Because I think most of our audience may be used to the Gouda that's a lot more mild.
Yeah.
We really want to play up the age of it and the pungency so that they know to expect it. Shall we try the fig paste?
Yes, please.
Chef?
Thank you, chef.
Yeah, I love that as a note to just kind of break up everything.
Yeah.
Because you'll have all those salty notes on the plate. So we got to kind of balance that, I think. Yeah. Okay, shall we try the wines?
Yes, please.
Excellent, very well. This is our featured vineyard this week. This one is Whispering Vines. That's an old vine Zin. That's a 92.
That's lovely.
Very good. Yeah, that one's 26 a glass.
Okay.
And I'll have all the write-ups and pricing on that.
Okay.
Okay, and then our other red this week, this one, this is a Pinot. Okay, this is a 98 Pinot Noir. Again, that's Whispering Vines. They're 30 odd miles from here. We can definitely, make the case for supporting local on that one. Nice tannins in that one. You like that one?
Very much so.
I'm glad to know it. Absolutely. And we can definitely push both of those. We have ample stock of both.
Beautiful.
Okay. And then this is kind of their signature bottle. This is an 87 Chardonnay.
Okay.
There we are. Lovely oak finish on that one.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's been in its barrels for a moment.
Yes.
Okay, and then lastly we have, this is their Chenin Blanc. This is a 98. This one was featured in Wine Spectator at 96. And that one's 34 a glass. Just kind of crisp. Some almost green apple notes in that one, I think. You?
Definitely. Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah, definitely a lot less of the oakiness with that one.
Yeah.
So, of course, that's going to pair with lighter meats. Anything on the more subtle side, it's going to be crisp, refreshing kind of an option.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chef. So what questions do you have about any of that? Do you think that you're going to be able to get everybody instructed on that?
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear and well plated, well organized. Yes.
Thank you, Chef. So we'll start this with tomorrow's service.
Sounds good.